Okay, good morning, third grade. Today for math, we're going to be working on lesson 10.2. It's page 411 in your Go Math book, 411. And we're going to be talking about our central question for today is how can you tell whether to use AM or PM with time? Okay, AM or PM. So remember, AM is the morning, PM is the afternoon. But that's what we're going to be working on today. So let's look at unlock the problem. Lauren's family is going hiking tomorrow at 7 o'clock. How should Lauren write the time to show that they're going in the morning, not the evening? Okay, let's look over here for our hints. It says circle the helpful information that tells about the hiking time. What do you need to find? Well, I think the 7 o'clock is helpful and that they're going in the morning is helpful. Okay, so and what do I need to find? I need to find how Lauren should write the time for 7 o'clock in the morning. So how Lauren should write the time for 7 o'clock. Now, see, I write big, so I'm going to have to squeeze it down here. In the morning. I've always wrote big, so, okay. How Lauren should write the time for 7 o'clock in the morning. All right, so we have here, you're going to be using a number line today to kind of explain the time. Each line, you can use a number line to show the sequence of order of events. It can help you understand the number of hours in a day. So you're going to think the distance from one mark to the next mark represents 1 hour. So if you can see that here, we have 12 o'clock midnight, and then we have the little dashes here. Each one of these is 1 hour. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And then they have 6 o'clock a.m. And then they 6 more to 12 o'clock noon. 6 more, 6 o'clock p.m., and then 6 more to 12 o'clock midnight. Okay. What parts? So let's look at this. You got a.m. and p.m. What are some kind of activities would you do in the p.m.? Maybe you get home from school, you watch TV, you feed the dogs, you play with the dogs, play with your cats. That kind of stuff. Eat dinner would be more in the p.m. time. In the a.m., you'd wake up and you brush your teeth. Let's see, what else? I guess you could watch TV too, a little bit, but get ready for the bus, get ready for school, log on to Google Classroom. Those are all different things for the a.m. time. Now, what part of the day describes the a.m.? Well, remember the morning time. So we're going to look for, well, how do you know whether or not Lauren should pick a.m. or p.m.? Well, it tells you right here, right? The time in the morning. She says they're going to go hiking in the morning. So I know it's going to be a.m. time. And I'm actually going to write, okay, tell time after midnight. So midnight is 12 o'clock at night, 12 p.m. at night. The times after midnight and before noon are written as a.m. 7 o'clock in the morning is written as 7 a.m. Remember, it's abbreviation. We worked on those a little bit. So I don't know if you can see them, but I put my periods in there for my abbreviation. So Lauren should write the hiking time as 7 a.m. Okay. I'm going to circle. I don't know if you can see. Let me scroll up. Okay, so find the mark that shows 7 a.m. on the number line above. Circle the mark. I'm going to go back up here. I found there's midnight, 6 a.m. And I remember that each one of these marks is 1 hour. So I'm going to go 6, 7. I'm going to circle this one right there. 7 a.m. Okay. So after midnight, remember midnight, before noon, from here to here is a.m. And then here from noon to midnight is PM. That's where PM starts. All right. Pause this if you need to. We're going to turn the page. All right, pause this if you need to. All right. Let's go. On this page, we're going to tell time afternoon. Callie's family is going on a canoe trip at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. How should Callie write the time? So I'm going to remember that noon is 12 o'clock in the daytime. Okay, midnight's at night, noon is daytime. So the times afternoon and before midnight are written with the PM. 3 o'clock in the afternoon is written as 3 o'clock PM. So Callie should write the time as 3 o'clock PM. Okay, now for your share and show. Name 2 things you do in the AM hours. It could be brush your teeth, you wake up, you get dressed for the day, you eat breakfast, you feed your pets breakfast. What else are some things? You get ready for school, you log into Google Classroom. And so 2 things. You want 2 things for the AM. So I like to take my showers in the morning. My girls take theirs in the evening. I take a shower and brush my teeth. Okay. Name 2 things you do in the PM hours. I eat dinner. And play with my cats. Okay, so your 2 things are going to be different. So 2 things in the AM hours and 2 things in the PM hours. All right, so let's take a look. So you need to think about these. What time's a realistic time to do some of these things? So it says write the time for the activity. Use AM or PM. Ride a bicycle. So first they want you to take a look at the time, right? So I'm going to look at this clock here. I know that the hour hand is going to be between 4 and 5. I'm going to write 4. Okay. I'm going to look at the minute hand. It is at the 4 as well. So I'm going to go up here to the 12. Remember that 12 is 0, and I'm going to move and count by 5s. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20. So I got 4, 20. Now I remember it says ride a bicycle. Well, I'm kind of thinking that 4:20 is going to be more in the afternoon, like after you get home from school. 4:20 a.m. would be dark outside and cold. 4:20 p.m. Okay. So let's look at the next one. Make a sandwich. All right. So first, I remember I have to write the time. So I'm going to look at the my hour hand is between 11 and 12. So I'm going to write 11 because it's not quite at 12 yet. And I'm going to come up here to the 12. I remember 12 is at 0. I'm going to move and count by 5s. It looks like I'm going to have to do 5s and 1s because it's right before the 7. Okay, move and count. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 11:34. Now, this is going to be kind of a tricky one because it's 11:34, and it's approaching noon when we typically have lunch, but it's not quite there yet. So I'm actually going to put AM. I mean, you could be up at 11:34 p.m., on special occasions like New Year's Eve and such, making sandwiches. But I'm thinking typically we're talking about noon, so I'm going to put AM there. All right. So here, this one's a little easy. They gave it for you. So you're going to write the time, 8:12. But if you notice, it says getting ready for bed. Okay, ready for bed. So I'm thinking more in the PM hours, right? 8:12 p.m. All right, let's take a look at the next question. This morning, Sam woke up at the time shown on this clock. Write the time using AM or PM. So he woke up. in the morning, right? This morning. Those are the information I need. I've circled it so I remember. So I'm going to look at my clock. My hour hands are between 7 and 8. It's approaching 8 o'clock, but it's not quite there yet. So I'm going to put 7. I'm going to come in here to figure out the minutes. I'm going to put my finger, my pencil right here, 12, move and count. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, it looks like. All right, let me check. 7:53. Okay. But it's a.m., so I'm going to put, right, because it's morning, a.m. All right, so your turn. What are you doing so far? You're going to be doing your on your own activities. Okay? You're going to write the time for the activity, and then you use a.m. or p.m. So eat breakfast. I'm thinking that's more of an a.m. thing. Have science class. Now, in a school day, you can have science class anytime, but I'm kind of thinking this is going to be after lunch. So after lunch is the p.m. time. Play softball. This will be more in the after school. So what? p.m., right? Afternoon is p.m. So you're going to do the rest of on your own. You're going to take a picture of it and upload it into Google Classroom. All right? See you either in the a.m. today or a.m. tomorrow.